Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video, and we've missed a month, but it's back again. Ranger Academy Power Rangers from Boom Studio, issue number 5. And I've got to say, I don't usually go for these sort of covers, but I actually do like the designs, etc., that they put on them, etc. I always try to get an unusual cover rather than just a normal one, etc. So I can get my camera straight, and I do apologize because that should already be done before I start filming. There we go. So we got written by Maria Ingrande Moya, illustrations by Joe Mai Gyong, colors by Joanna Lefuti, and letters by Ed Dukeshire. And I apologize if I have said any of those names incorrectly. I do try and say names the right way, but sometimes you just don't know until it's said to you. So they are back on the station where the academy is being held, and yeah, Tula is clearly in denial because she's sort of become a ranger, but she hasn't become a ranger. She sort of goes off and hides. So Nakia goes in and talks to her about some of the previous trials which her parents and his friends did, etc., and how some of them didn't pass first time, some of them did, etc. And Nakia became a Power Ranger, but he didn't become a Power Ranger. He had a choice. So, and he decided something different. Perhaps we will find out what that means later on. So, also, he's just trying to reassure her about things, etc. She's worried that, that there's something evil about her, etc. And she said, you should go see your friends are okay. So they start catching up, etc. The dude who broke his ankle is recovering well, etc. And they got to talk about trial in remediation class, which is after. I also like this bit. You can see, do you remember Power Rangers in Space, where Corona has that little sort of ball things that she's playing with as a child? I'm pretty sure that's that. So discussions are about going into different academies, but their friend says he wants to stay, and, with first years for now. You've obviously got Lindy, who's perhaps not feeling so good, etc. It's hard to remember all their names because there are a few of them, etc. But, they have some moments, etc., where there are conversations about bringing lizards in bags, etc. So, as usual, Tula struggles to sleep as she says it felt complete morphing, but it wasn't complete. She sort of morphed, but she didn't morph, etc. And she's worried that she's broken, and this is the sort of thing she does every time. So in remedial class, it's about how they come after it, and they get to talk to a loud Power Ranger. So the next thing she starts worrying about is, will they know there's something different about me? Will they recognize me? Will they realize that I've morphed, even though I don't want everybody to know that I've morphed? And her dad pops out, and it all sort of goes wrong and fizzles out, and the session ends quite abruptly. So she is invited to go on to the Battle Matrix, so which is something she is not aware of, so that is quite cool. In training, she is distracted because she is constantly thinking about being Power Ranger, not being Power Ranger. And then she finally realizes that her friend Lindy is really struggling, and Lindy actually considers it going home, but they finally get to a point where, she's happy and she's going to stay, etc. So, nice little pep talk, and, yeah, they've got a pack, etc. going on. However, Tula can morph and is now lying to her friend. So, entering the Battle Matrix, it scans for their identity, and once again, paranoia sets to a Tula. Is this going to reveal that I can morph, etc.? So, they go in there, and she chooses the Goldar simulation. We see a beautiful morph, etc., which is great. And then Tula starts to panic, etc. And then, you know, the simulation ends abruptly, etc. And she you know, she thought she was gonna die. She's not ready for this sort of stuff, etc. And then it's Bubbles. Bubbles come up. Bubbles are great and relax everything. And then they start talking about Parent Weekend. And the thing that comes out of this is she is asked, are you his child? She's never thought of that. It's just always been her dad. She's never thought, is he my real dad? And then she says, of course I am. It doesn't matter how a family is made, you know. And she says, that's a terrible question. Now, oddly enough, I'm starting to see maybe I'm jumping out of the pages here. Is there a resemblance between her and Tula's dad? Perhaps. Perhaps. Time will tell. And why she is so shady. Maybe why she landed on that planet in the first place, etc. So they're all talking about parent evening. Lindy's obviously in a bad way. Her parents died. So I can't remember this little fella's name, but he says, you can have my parents if you like. And then, you know, once again, she starts thinking about things a little bit too much. You know, she just wants some problems to go away. And then she overhears a conversation between Memphis and sorry, I can't remember their names. I'm terrible this morning. It's clearly 2 a.m. I've not had enough coffee. And she says, you know, she doesn't deserve this. And, you know, they have a fight, etc. And she sort of says, it's not that you don't deserve this. She says that you've listened to it wrong because you don't know the full conversation or the background, etc. Maybe that's true. Maybe that's what they find it out, etc. So, and then she says, you know, she's trying to get Tula to come out. She knows that she's been acting strange ever since the first trial, and she just wants to help, she says. And she's tired of lying. Tula is tired of lying. It's only been one issue, by the way, or 1 day or 2 days. But it would be a burden to try and hide this, you know, without revealing it. And she says there's something wrong with her, you know. And she doesn't know what to do. And she says, help me, because she has a green power point. She can morph into a Green Ranger. And she feels she's cursed, she's worried, etc. And that things could go wrong, etc. So, yeah, it was another great issue. Nicely just smooth and running through the motions, etc. And that's what this is. It is building up these characters that I can't remember if their names apart from Tula and Memphis for some reason. At some point, they'll all come to me. Maybe it's because I've had a break from reading them. I think if you're reading things on a regular basis, these characters grow on you, and they will grow on them. Maybe I'll write their names down for next time so I know who's who, like a flow chart or something. I don't know. It's usually embarrassing. It's embarrassing for me when I don't remember names, but hey, it is what it is. That's it. It was a great character-driven issue. I feel like there's still lots of secrets, etc., and I'm liking the slow burn of it. My worry is because this isn't mainstream Power Rangers, readers could jump off a little bit sooner because there's no connection. So there is a worry that if they go too slow, they lose readers, which means comics don't get purchased, which means that they don't sell, and they don't keep printing new ones, and they end the series prematurely, where Maria's probably got a long-term plan. I don't know how many issues have been commissioned so far, but there is a plan, I suspect. So hopefully little drips and drabs start being revealed, and they can start shifting the story on maybe a little bit quicker. But we know that there's at least up to issue 7 coming out. As far as I remember, at least pre-orders. I've got up to issue 7 pre-ordered, so, you know, it's a good amount. So anyway, hope you like my video. If you do, please support my channel by subscribing. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Thank you to those already subscribed to my channel. Look after yourself, very important these days. And as always, embrace geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.